course, AC Milan and Inter Milan have not had a great season in terms of the Serie A. The crown has already been won by Napoli, but Inter occupy the 4th position and AC Milan in 5th. 2 points separating the two of them. Neither of them, of course, guaranteed Champions League football just yet. Next season, the surest way to qualify is to win this game. And here we go, Inter Milan in their blue tops and white shorts, AC Milan in their traditional red and black. AC Milan, of course, is the home team. Inter Milan, the away team. Kicking from left to right on our screens are Inter Milan, AC from right to left. Theo Hernandez, quick in action already. They're committing a foul very early on, making sure that Dumfries fell to the pinch of his boot. So free kick for Inter Milan. They're 3-time winners of this competition, and AC Milan have won it an incredible 7 times, making them the 2nd most successful club in this competition. And Inter with possession. Dumfries goes back to Damien. And AC bring it under control. Live on 99.7 Joy FM. There's a WhatsApp number 055-1111-997. Let's hear from you. The live commentary, of course, brought to you by Azar Paints. Yesterday, Manchester City and Real Madrid ended 1-1 at the Santiago Bernabeu. And Inter come forward on the right-hand side. Great tackle from Theo Hernandez to win it for AC Milan. Take it off the feet of Barella. Scored 2 goals in the game against Benfica to help Inter Milan qualify. Simone Inzaghi would have been pretty pleased with the Italian midfielder for his contribution so far this season. AC Milan last won this competition, of course, back in 2007. Some 16 years ago. It's a very, very long time ago. Inter Milan's last victory, of course, came in 2010. And Jose Mourinho led them to the title against Bayern Munich in the final. Here come AC Milan with the English defender Tomori. Across to Simon Kier. And now Calabria, back to Kier. Kier goes all the way back to Maignan, the French goalkeeper. Left-footed, whips it upfield. Looking for Olivier Giroud. He's lost it. And now Damien bring Inter forward. He's giving it away. Throw in on the left-hand side near the halfway line for AC Milan. Let's hear from you. Send me a WhatsApp message 055-1111-997. Daniel Cransing is alongside me, commentary position. AC Milan, chronic winners of this tie in the Champions League. Previously met, of course, in 2003 in the semi-finals. AC Milan, first leg ended 0-0. Then the second leg ended 1-0. Even though both games were played inside the San Siro, AC Milan progressed because the 1-0 result was their designated away match. And then in the quarterfinals, of course, in 2005, the first leg, AC Milan won that by 2-0. Andriy Shevchenko. And then in the return leg, Shevchenko scored again. Milan were 3-0 up. Then Inter Milan scored. Then the goal was ruled out, and the Inter Milan fans absolutely lost it, threw flares onto the pitch, and the match was abandoned. And it's from that game, I'm sure, Daniel, you've seen that iconic picture of Materazzi and Rui Costa leaning against each other, watching all of the confusion and the chaos ensue right in front of their eyes.
Very interesting picture it was. Basically typified the moment and typified what rivalries are about, as much as they can be fanatic and can also sometimes get out of control. It just shows you that the players themselves on the pitch, there's that mutual respect between the players, and the job on the pitch cannot be whatever happens off the pitch. It should not affect the business that is happening on the pitch, and that is a lesson we all have to learn. No matter how much you feel aggrieved by a decision or anything like that, you cannot let your actions affect anything that is going on the pitch, or even anybody. It just shouldn't be. You should be able to control your emotions in situations like that.
Of course, that match was abandoned, and the result awarded to AC Milan because they were the away team that time. It was deemed unsafe to continue, so Milan were given the victory and 3 goals, so they progressed 5-0 on aggregate. 6 minutes, 0-0 inside the Giuseppe Meazza. It's a free kick to Inter Milan on the left-hand side. That will be swung in, and it's cleared early on. And it's Inter Milan who will get a corner. Novak Djokovic, Andriy Shevchenko, all of them watching on. Lautaro Martinez and Edin Dzeko. Dzeko has seen it all in Italian football, hasn't he? AC Milan, Inter Milan, AS Roma. He's been everywhere. Corner kick to Internazionale. It's Lautaro Martinez standing over this. Çalhanoğlu takes it. Oh, what a goal! What a fabulous goal from Edin Dzeko! It was a wonderfully taken volley from the left foot. The corner was swung in into the penalty area. Unmarked, Dzeko let loose, and Inter Milan bite first. 7 minutes in, is Milan near Internazionale 1.
A fantastic strike there from Edin Dzeko with his left foot. First time volley on the left foot. And it's just pure class. This is what class gives you. This is a player, as you mentioned, just before the corner kick was taken. He's played at the highest level. He knows what it means to be at this level. And this is what class gives you. One-time finish, was being wrestled there by Calabria, but is able to get his left foot onto the ball. And it just went straight into the top corner. No chance for Maignan in post for AC Milan.
Oh, what a fabulous strike that was from Edin Dzeko. It really was special from the Bosnian. He has a knack for these kind of goals, doesn't he? We've seen him in his time with Manchester City, and even with AS Roma. He scored a cracking goal against Chelsea a few years ago. But this is extra special.
His technique is top class. We've seen it. We've seen him do this thing so many times throughout his career. Top class technique, and once again, this time on his weaker left foot. Not even sure you can call it a weaker foot, because he's so good with both feet. The technique is top class, and again, he was able to fire that volley into the roof of the net. Very important goal for Inter Milan. It sets the tempo for the rest of the game. Now the onus is on AC Milan to attack and try and get that equalizer. The good thing about this season's Champions League or UEFA Champion or UEFA Club competitions these days is there's no away goals. So it's literally whoever has the most goals at the end of 2 legs who wins the tie.
Edin Dzeko with his 29th UEFA Champions League goal. And it's a really incredible strike from Edin Dzeko. That is some goal. That is truly special from Edin Dzeko. And it was really a goal out of nothing. Corner kick, you expect that Hez will be challenging for the ball, but instead it's Dzeko who gets a shotting left-footed, and Inter Milan come again. Here they are, and Damian is through. Oh, brilliant finish! And Inter Milan are 2-0 up. And AC Milan are absolutely shocked. What is happening? 10 minutes, Inter Milan have ripped the AC defense apart. And once again, it's a goal out of nothing. Just when we were trying to settling on that Dzeko alley goal, Inter Milan bites again. And goodness me, what a finish. And it's Henrik Mkhitaryan. Fabulous right-footed finish from inside the penalty box. Exhilarating counter-attack. Superb finish. Delightful. Inter Milan celebrate. AC disintegrate.
A shocking defending from AC Milan. Absolutely shocking defending. Yes, you are 1-0 down, or you are a goal down, but you can't be this open at this stage of the game. Literally 10 minutes into the game, and there was one defender during that transition, and it was just a bit too easy for Inter Milan to carve them open. 1-2 passes and Mkhitaryan was in. He could have had another touch before even putting the ball on the back of the net. AC Milan are just a bit too open. They seem too rattled at this point. At 1-0, they should have been able to calm down and know that there's more than enough time to get back into this game. But at 2-0, now this game is perfectly in Inter Milan's hands.
And the AC Milan legends are a bit bemused at the moment. I'm looking at some of them on the stands. They can't believe it. And here come Inter Milan again with Dumfries. He's giving it away, but only as far as Damien. And Inter Milan battling for every ball. Here's AC coming forward with Salamakers. The Belgian is giving the ball away. Dumfries wins the tackle, but he concedes a corner. 12 minutes in. It's AC Milan 0, Inter Milan 2 in this UEFA Champions League semi-final first leg. Remember, this is AC Milan's home game. 75% of the 80,000 capacity stadium is filled with AC fans who are absolutely shocked. They have a corner swung into the far post, and to no one in particular, and the ball has gone out for a goal kick on the far side. Olivier Giroud was wrestled down. He was looking for a penalty. The referee waves play on, and Asabi is absolutely going ballistic because he feels Olivier Giroud might have taken a dive and looking for a cheap penalty.
He had his arms around Olivier Giroud there. Not enough, but we must say that another official may have given this.
Well, there's VAR, so if it's worthy of a review, that should be looked at. Wow. We have not even done a quarter of an hour here on 99.7 Joy FM, and already Inter Milan are high flying. Look at Rafael Leao. He cannot believe it. He cannot believe it. well. 14 minutes. Milan nil, Inter 2. Play resumes. Your messages are welcome on 055 1111 997. Inter with possession now. Ball lifted up to looking for the run of Lautaro Martinez, but it's cleared by Calabria. Julius fast Mkhitaryan out of the post, and the cross comes in again. Zeko headed, cleared again. Mkhitaryan, oh, saved by Maignan. Inter Milan are all over AC, and it could have been 3, should have been 3. But AC Milan survived. It's Çalhanoğlu with a superb strike from outside the box, and it rattles off the post. And Milan survive.
What a strike from Çalhanoğlu off the post. But I think the biggest chance in this series of chances was the one that fell to Mkhitaryan. Ball laid to his feet by Barella. And it's a very tame effort straight into the path of Mike Maignan. He could easily have done better. That was a great opportunity for Mkhitaryan to make it 3-0. But AC Milan seriously need to calm down in this encounter, because at this rate, the entire tie could be done after 45 minutes.
It's been 60 minutes of action, and Inter Milan comfortably up by 2-0, and probably should have been up by 3 now. And you mentioned it, Çalhanoğlu's shot was out of nothing, and it was a fabulous strike, but the real chance belonged to Mkhitaryan, who should have buried it.
He should have. And I'm quite surprised he didn't work the goalkeeper. The shot went straight at Mike Maignan. He really didn't have to make any proper movement to save that ball. But AC Milan is shocking. 60 minutes in, they're struggling to string passes together. They seem absolutely rattled. And this shouldn't happen, because this terrain, if you're looking at the composition of both squads, this terrain is basically new to both of them. And I don't expect AC Milan to be this rattled at this stage. If you compare their performance against Napoli, where they seem very composed, very assured by what they were doing, it's a total contrast.
And it's only gotten worse for Milan, hasn't it? Because Benazza has been substituted early on with an injury, and he has, of course, been replaced by Junior Messias, the Brazilian. Here come Milan. Theo Hernandez. Fran Salamakers. Salamakers to Tonali now. And out goes Calabria on the right-hand side. Junior Messias has just come on, thrown into the thick of affairs. He's lost possession and then fouls Di Marco in the process, and Inter Milan get a free kick and they can breathe. Look at that incident that injured Benazza. That's a big disappointment, isn't it? Because Benazza is a massive presence in that AC Milan midfield. To losing and be down by 2-0, that's only going from frying pan to fire.
That energy he brings in that midfield, his ability to close down space, the drive when he picks up the ball from midfield into attack, they are certainly going to miss that. And that is an ingredient they certainly needed in this game. They've lost him after 16 minutes and they are 2-0 down. I really wonder how Milan are going to come back from this. This is a serious test of character. But if there's any team in the world that can do it, it's certainly AC Milan.
"90 minutes. AC Milan 0, Inter Milan 2. Here comes Tonali. Tonali is steamrolling his way into the box. He's been brought down. Referee says play on. And now Damien brings it forward for Inter. Hernandez closes him down and clears the ball. The thing about AC Milan and Inter Milan is, on the pitch right now, you can count about 5 players who have crossed carpet from either team.
Such a familiar feature in Italian football. We're talking about Dzeko just a couple of minutes ago. He's played for AC, he's played for Inter, he's played for AS Roma, Lazio. That's 3 teams already. You look at Mkhitaryan's played for Roma, he's currently playing for Inter Milan.
You mentioned Çalhanoğlu. He was at AC.
He's gone to Inter. It's quite interesting. It's not something you usually see in Spain and in England, where star players sort of trade teams. And it's been a running theme. If you go back a couple of years ago, remember Ronaldo played for both Milan teams. Zlatan played for both Milan teams. So it's something we've grown accustomed to over the years.
Absolutely. Ishmael sends a message from Jirapa, and he says he's enjoying the commentary on Golu FM. So everyone listening to us on Golu FM in the Upper West region, Sisala West to be precise, big shout out to all of you, and thanks for tuning in here on 99.7 Joe FM. Those are my real people. But here come AC Milan now. 21 minutes, they trail by 2-0. Tomori, Simon Kier, Calabria, springing forward, giving it away to DiMarco, but only as far as Tonali. Tonali's clearance is controlled by Acerbi, who whips it upfield, looking for Dzeko, who is retreating beyond the halfway line to help with the build-up. Milan recycling possession using their goalkeeper Maignan. Tomori. Tonali. Calabria. AC passing the ball in their own half. Struggling for any sort of control in this match. It's Theo Hernandez. His brother plays for Bayern Munich. Brahim Diaz. He's giving it away. It's a Dzeko. He's got Lautaro Martinez ahead of him. Dzeko trying to squeeze the ball between the legs of Calabria onto the path of Lautaro Martinez, but it just took a deflection and AC survived.
AC survived, and they're a bit frustrated with the referee at this point. Looks like the eagle eye of the referee is not seeing the contact that the AC Milan players and the officials are seeing. And the interesting thing is that those quote-unquote fouls are happening in very dangerous situations. So once Milan lose the ball, it's very easy for Inter to transition. And by now, the AC Milan players should know that diving in and around those positions certainly not going to win them anything. It's very dangerous to go down without contact.
Here come Inter Milan with Edin Dzeko. He's into the box. Dzeko shoots this time around. It's over the bar, no trouble for Maignan. He's already conceded 2. He would have been very relieved to see that go over the bar. And Sir Bobby Nashaman sends a message asking which team he thinks AC Milan, Sile Muntari will support. You were just talking about top players switching between the 2 top teams in Italy, and Sile Muntari is one of those. Moves straight from Inter Milan to AC Milan without any troubles whatsoever. And I think we can all agree he has a bit more attachment to Inter than AC.
He won a league title with AC also, so
I don't think he was there when he did, was he? He wasn't.
2013?
It wasn't 2013 they won, it was 2011.
2011.
Yeah, he was still at Inter.
Yes,
I think that was his final season. It's Kevin Prince Boateng who was there when they won.
And Muntari joined him later.
Exactly. Then NCN did the season after that.
Yeah.
What I do remember was Montari was denied a goal that should have given AC Milan the title that season. And that's what he's most noted for.
Yeah.
The goal was disallowed, of course.
So he won the treble with Inter Milan.
He did.
In fact, won back-to-back league titles.
In 2010, yeah. Won the league also in 2009. That was his first season. Played an awful lot of football. The second season, not so much. 25 minutes. Seems like it's been forever for AC Milan. They throw by 2-0. No shots on target. No shots at all in the first 25 minutes. Milan are struggling and they're playing at home. Inter, on the other hand, have had 7 attempts, 3 of them on target. They've hit the post. They've scored 2 goals. The WhatsApp number is 055-1111-997. Live commentary of the UEFA Champions League on 99.7 Joy FM is brought to you by Azar Paint. Azar, number 1. Inter Milan will Çalhanoğlu bring the ball from defense into attack. Edin Dzeko, crossfield pass looking for Lautaro Martinez, finds him. Martinez takes it down beautifully and then turns 360. He was looking for the run of Dzeko, but Simon Kjaer read that well, put his body in between and then wins the ball back. Now Salamakas, the Belgian youngster, bringing AC Milan forward on that left hand side, closely marked by Damien. Damien wins the ball. And oh my, Nicola Varela, he works extremely hard. I mean, it really was a very shocking first 10 minutes for AC Milan. It's inexplicable how it happened, but it was almost as if they just sat down and invited Inter Milan in to come and feast, basically. And they said, wham, bam, thank you.
Yeah, I'm really surprised with how this game started, especially from a Milan point of view. You expect them to be more compact defensively. They've been very good defensively in the past couple of months. Just to understand what exactly went wrong in those 10 minutes. And credit to Inter, they took full advantage.
Yeah, they come. AC Milan, Giroud looking to get the return ball onto Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz is into a bit of an altercation here. Absolutely unnecessary with Bastoni. 99.7 Joy FM. So, and the referee is having a bit of a word. Rafael Leao cannot believe it, can he, Daniel? It's a big miss for them this evening. He's out injured. Nothing he could do about that. He's the game changer.
Yeah. From a Milan point of view, he's a spark in the attack.
Here comes Inter Milan again. It's Mkhitaryan that was played through. Instead of just springing forward, he tries the back heel, which allowed Milan to recover and win the ball back. He had space to run through. No away goal rule, so if AC Milan can score 2 goals, then in a week's time, it will be a straight shootout between these two teams. Again, yesterday, Man City and Real Madrid ended 1-1. You'll have to do it all over again. Remember, if you're listening to this commentary, we are broadcasting live, of course, from Oliver Twist and Latibia Koshi. So, here comes AC Milan on that right-hand side. Cross comes in. Back heel into the side netting. Calabria with a bit of an audacious effort. But that did not trouble the Inter Milan goalkeeper, the Cameroonian international. He's been on a bit of a holiday, Onana, hasn't he?
Milan are really struggling to fashion out chances. That was probably the best bit of play they've done all game, and it's been 30 minutes. But you can't understand when your attack is centered around the spark of Rafa Leao and he's not around. Any team is certainly going to struggle.
As Lautaro Martinez goes down. Penalty. And Lautaro Martinez is looking for a red card. And the referee's put his hand in his pocket. And the card is going to come out. But what's the color of the card? Because Lautaro Martinez had 2 million defenders to beat in the box. And he did that beautifully. Then he was brought down by 3 AC Milan defenders. But somehow he got in between Tomori and Simon Kier. And he's got Tomori slipping all the way back to Nigeria. It's unbelievable how bad this has been. And it's a yellow card that has been issued to Simon Kier. He stuck out his leg and brought out Lautaro Martinez. And after 31 minutes, Milan have a chance to make it 3-0. But we will not. We are going to the VAR to confirm whether there was a touch. Indeed. So the referee is going to have a second look at this. Oh, that looks close. Looks like Lautaro Martinez might have gone down with no contact. Looks like Kier might have just clipped the side of his foot there. Review is done and penalty is cancelled. The penalty has been cancelled, and so will the yellow card. A sigh of relief. And now AC Milan are asking for Lautaro Martinez to be booked for diving.
The fact is, there was contact because he was touched, but referee clearly doesn't deem it enough for him to go down. That is not a dive. Had he not
but is it a penalty in your opinion?
I don't think it's a penalty. I think it's a right call, but I don't think Lautaro Martinez should be given a yellow card for that. I think it's a right call. When we see VAR being used like this, it's encouraging. It's very encouraging because this is the sort of wrongs that VAR was supposed to correct. And I'm happy that the referee looked at it and he's changed his mind.
So Milan saved, at least momentarily, by the VAR. Live on 99.7 Joe FM. We're broadcasting live from Latabio Koshe. That's where the Joy UCL Pop Series is today. So, wherever you're listening to us, if you're close, pass by. Of course, brought to you by Azapin. But here come Inter Milan with Edin Dzeko, looking for the run of Lautaro Martinez with a shot from inside the D. Spotting the captain's armband today. He's been in the thick of things, Lautaro Martinez. He's an extremely talented footballer, Martinez. Of course, the UEFA Champions League live commentary on 99.7 Joe FM. It's just live on 103.9 Hits FM. We're building up to the Rep Your Jersey. The final, of course, is on the 10th of June. And here come Inter Milan. Another shot comes in. Oh, Dumfries couldn't quite get the contact in. And it's gone out for a goal kick. Inter Milan are all over AC.
AC badly, desperately need a halftime whistle. This is not it. If this was happening to any other team, it can't be happening to AC Milan, a team of this pedigree and this experience. You consider the fact that this is a team that has won, the defending champions of the Italian Serie A, or former champions, now that Napoli have been crowned. But you cannot collapse like this against your city rivals. In a game like this, it's shocking. It's really shocking how Milan are all over the place.
It's been a very embarrassing performance from AC Milan so far in these opening 35 minutes. They trail by 2-0 from Dzeko and Mkhitaryan. Both goals, of course, were scored before the 15th minute mark. And Milan have had a ton of opportunities to score again. It hit the upright. It's been opportunities galore, really. AC Milan have not had a sniff at the Inter Milan goal, but here they are. Salamaikas with a cross into the box, cleared by Acerbi. DiMarco clears it again. And now Simon Kier inside the centre circle, finds his centre-back partner. Tomori goes all the way back to Magnan. Out to Calabria, the right back. Now Tomori. Milan, 58% of the ball. Not done anything with it, really. Yes, Tomori again. Across to Calabria in his own half. Calabria is looking for Junior Messias. But Messias couldn't bring the ball under control. He came on as a substitute. Coming to Milan with Dumfries to Mkhitaryan. Now Dumfries was looking for Lautaro Martinez, but it's Calabria who's come across to clear, and his attempted second clearance was intercepted by Lautaro Martinez. Krunic concedes a throw-in, and Dumfries will take. Denzel Dumfries, the Dutch international, he's had a really good season, had a wonderful World Cup as well. Dumfries takes it long, looking for Dzeko. Dzeko flicks it, the clearance coming. Oh, a shot from Barella, couldn't quite catch the ball. He would have liked, but here's Brahim Diaz bringing AC forward. Then he checks back, asking for a foul. The referee says play on. Daniel, you warned them. We're still going down under the easiest of touches, and the referee's having none of it.
Yeah, some of the decisions are actually quite interesting from the referee, because there was contact. He was being pulled back. I don't think the referee expected him to go down, but there was clear obstruction there, and referee says play on. My point is, if you've seen the ref give decisions like this against you over and over and over, he's then giving you the indication that you should be stronger.
Inter Milan have never won the first leg of this encounter in the Champions League. Of course, the two previous times, AC Milan, the first leg ended 0-0 in 2003, and then 2-0 in 2005, both for AC Milan. So free kick to Inter Milan. Mkhitaryan to take. 39 minutes. Swings it in. The heads go up, nodded down. But AC Milan can clear with Olivier Giroud, who wins a foul inside his own box. He's winning free kicks, but not in the right places. Olivier Giroud, it's not had a lot of the ball in this half. He's barely touched the ball, Olivier Giroud.
I'm really surprised with how Milan have handled themselves in this first half. The way they've played in the last 5 minutes is how they should have responded after the first goal. Calm it, take the steam out of the game. Try and regroup. If you're immediately trying to chase and equalize after going a goal down after 8 minutes, it just opens you up because momentum is with the team that has just scored, and that is Inter Milan.
Yes, Theo Hernandez. Theo Hernandez sends a crossing, it's cleared. But it's so Inter centre back, cleared it again. And away again from Inter Milan, and now springing forward. It's Mkhitaryan, finds Barella. He goes back to DiMarco. And now Bastoni goes all the way back to Onana. Onana looking for Denzel. Dumfries couldn't win the header, and he sort of elbowed Salamaikers. And Salamaikers has gone down holding his face. So it's free kick to AC Milan. Live on 99.7 Joy FM, 103.9 Hits FM. There's Milan with possession, 41 minutes. They trail by 2 goals to 0. Tomori, Theo Hernandez in his own half. Hernandez looking for Brahim Diaz, finds him. Brahim Diaz is closely marked by Acerbi, who does really well to win the ball. But Milan get it back and come forward again with Tomori. Tomori to Calabria. Calabria finds Junior Messias. He's into the box on the left-hand side. Junior Messias sends a crossing. Giroud! Shot blocked and back-heeled away. Only as far as Junior Messias. Messias is closely marked by DiMarco, who wings the ball. And then Messias concede a free kick on that left-hand side. 42 minutes, AC Milan 0, Inter 2. "43 minutes now. Stefano Pioli must have been very, very confused at the way his team played in those opening 10 minutes. In fact, for most of this first half, to be honest. Yes, Acerbi. Bastoni. Back to Onana. And Inter Milan are the first team ever to have 2 players aged 34 years or older scoring in a Champions League knockout game.
It just had to be an Italian team.
It just had to be.
Just had to be.
And that 2-0 that Inter scored is the third earliest 2-0 in the history of the Champions League that any team has ever scored. The previous records were Juventus and Man United in 1999, 10 minutes 15 seconds, and then Inter Milan versus AC Milan, 10 minutes 16 seconds. The shocks just keep on happening. They just keep on coming. European competitions. This is the 5th meeting between these two teams. And guess what? AC Milan has never lost any of the previous 4.
They've been that dominant when it comes to this competition. It looks like, when you saw the fixture on paper when the draw was made, Inter were favourites for this one in terms of form, in terms of the quality of players that they have. Milan were riding on their pedigree to try and take them over the line. But Inter has shown when you have a group of very determined players who are on form and have quality, they can't get the job done. It's only 45 minutes, though.
Yeah, and we're doing 4 minutes of added time at the end of the first 45. Here on 99.7 Joy and 103.9 Hits. AC Milan licking their wounds, trailing by 2-0. And their players are beginning to lose their heads a little bit. Krunic has gone into the referee's book for dissent, for overly complaining to the referee. It was Mkhitaryan who sort of elbowed Brahim Diaz. Krunic was looking for the yellow card. He didn't give it. And he's obviously going bananas at the referee. He didn't like that. Pulls out the yellow card and books him.
You need to keep their emotions in check. Yes, you are 2-0 down in the first leg. Already not doing well. So why are you compounding it by getting booked?
Tonali takes the free kick, finds Giroud. Giroud out to Salamaika. Salamaika's back to Giroud. Giroud with a snapshot. Nowhere near the target. That's Inter Milan. That's AC Milan, sorry. Their first shot on or off target. And he came in injury time at the end of the first 45.
Is that even a shot? Look like...
I'm sure the stats will count it as a shot, I guess.
Like an attempted control gone bad. Yeah, they'll take it. They've been that poor in this first half.
We've done 2 minutes of the 4 added on at the end of the first 45. Yesterday, Man City, Real Madrid ended 1-1 in the first leg of that semi-final. First leg of this semi-final has Inter Milan firmly in control. AC Milan handed out red bulbs to their fans in the hope that they will turn the darkness of the night into a red light of passion that will push them to victory. So far, it's not worked. Romelu Lukaku is used to the plays on the bench these days at Inter Milan. It's amazing what a season away can do. And apologies for that, but of course we're almost at the end of the first 45 minutes. And it's AC Milan who trail by 2-0, of course. And it looks like we are at the end of the first 45 minutes. The 4 minutes added on are also done. And that's the end of the first 45 minutes. At the San Siro, it's Inter Milan who have absolutely ripped AC's defense apart, and they lead by 2-0 comfortably at the end of the first 45 minutes. If AC Milan want to still be in this tie, there's a massive next 45 minutes to come for them. But it's been a wonderful first half for Inter Milan. Nothing to complain about. Maybe a bit unlucky not to be more than 2-0 up. but they will take that 2-0 lead going into the break, Daniel.
Yes, they'll take it. It's been a fantastic performance from Inter Milan. They came with a plan. They seemed very composed, and they got their 2 early goals, and from them they looked very comfortable. AC Milan, on the other hand, have looked really rattled in this first half, playing like a team that were 4-0 down even before the game started. They've been that poor, and it's quite surprising that it's happening to AC Milan. But this is football. This is football, and you have to credit Inter for how well they've done in this first half. I mentioned earlier that the fact that there are no away goals in the UEFA Champions League this time around, it helps AC Milan, because now they can come back in that second half and try and push for maybe a goal back. If 2-0 leads are the most unsafe leads in the world of football, so if AC can get a goal back in the early members of that second half, it's game on, and the tie is wide open again.
So half-time at the Giuseppe Meazza in this UEFA Champions League first leg semi-final tie between the Milan teams. It's AC Milan 0, Inter Milan 1. Second half to come here on 99.7 Joy FM and 103.9 Hits FM.
Businesses, communities, whatever the space, wherever the place, Azar is the paint. Azar paints are high quality, long lasting, and always give a great finish that will make your space shine. At Brighton, Azar, still number one.
From the Azar Group.
Hits 103.9 FM, the official mouthpiece of tertiary institutions, brings you the Hits Tertiary Radio Show. Starting Thursday, 11th May 2023, the Hits Tertiary Radio Show stops at the Blue Crest College, Kokomlemle. Join us as we interact, socialize, and have fun at the Blue Crest University on Thursday, 11th May 2023 from 12 noon and live on Hits 103.9 FM. There'll be lots of fun and entertainment as we deliberate on issues bothering students live on radio. Which tertiary institution do you represent? Watch out for the Hits Tertiary Radio Show at a campus near you. For enquiries, call 0540-106467 or 0559-691797. Follow us on social media platforms with the hashtag Hits Tertiary. The Hits Tertiary Radio Show is brought to you by Hits 103.9 FM and partnered by Open Labs, Blue Crest University, and sponsored by Access Bank, More Than Banking, and Niche Confectionery, a taste of Ghana.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Joy 99.7 FM. Our pop series train today is at Oliver Twist Shack, located at Latibia-Koshi, just down the road from Mataheko. If you are coming from the Mamprobi police station, it's just up the road towards Zongo Junction. Gary L. Smith here for Milan versus Inter. Not the way we expected the game to go. Expected it to be a bit tighter, to be honest. But Inter Milan ensuring that the headlines are all about them. Two very good goals. One from Edin Dzeko. Classic Edin Dzeko finish, you must admit, from the time he was a Roma, from Man City, from his time in Germany. Classic Edin Dzeko finish, got the ball from a corner, just steals his way behind the defender. In this case, quite a short defender. You have to wonder why Milan put that height of a defender to mark the very dangerous Edin Dzeko. And then they got the second to ensure that it's 2-0 to Inter at the San Siro. It could have been 3 potentially, because after Mkhitaryan scored, there was a penalty shout that was shocked, though. Very lucky for AC Milan. Thank you to the guys in the studio, Fento Tahiru, Danny Granting, and the rest of the gang. We'll be doing this halftime chat very briefly before we go back to Coco Mlemle as well. If you want to join us at Oliver Twist Shack, you can just check on your Google and it will bring you here. There's not too much traffic on this side of town today as compared to yesterday, where it seemed quite crazy. Absolutely crazy as well. Microphones with the guys, Lawrence and Razak. So quick thoughts on the first half. Did you expect 2-0 to Inter by this time?
Honestly, I didn't, because looking at the form AC Milan were coming into this game, I expected them to play much better than they did in the first 15 minutes of the game. And you realize that it was those moments that they failed to take their chances, or they failed to be so centered on the game that they fell behind. For the first goal, you wonder as well how Milan allowed Calabria to mark a player with like the tallest player on the pitch, Edin Dzeko, and then the one player who is also tough on the pitch, like Dzeko. How could Calabria be matching up with such a player? The second goal, I think it was a decent touch for Mkhitaryan for the first one. Took away so many defenders in the game, and then led into the goalpost where he didn't put a foot wrong. So it's quite not the game we expected from AC Milan. But then, yes, Inter are living good, and I think if they continue like this, they should be wrapping up the tie.
Well, yeah. Before the game started, we did talk about the fact that Man City supporters and Real Madrid supporters have always been saying that regardless of which of the Milans get into the final, it's going to be a done deal. And watching this first half, it's difficult not to agree with them, because Charlie, the game be some way. I don't see how any of these two Milans can match up to either of Man City or Real Madrid. But should they get there, a final is a final. It's a one-match affair. Question I have for you is, both teams after the quarterfinals have had decent streaks. Inter have won all their 5 games. They scored 15 goals, and they have been very, very good. AC have also not lost a game. Although they've not blown teams away like Inter have, would you say that what we are seeing is a vindication of the form of Inter Milan ahead of this time?
I think to be fair, it's pretty much a vindication of Inter Milan's form this season. You know, like you mentioned, the last 5-6 games, they've been very, very good. Lukaku and Dzeko and Lautaro Martinez, they've been very prolific up front, and you can see how they started the game, just being very direct, and it's pretty much typical of their game. I think what has not gone on the side of AC Milan is the absence of Rafael Leao, and you could tell that something is lacking in AC Milan's game. That creativity, somebody to take on the defenders and try and create something for Giroud and the other attackers, is lacking. I mean, what's his name? Salamanca. I mean, he's been trying. He's trying to replicate what Rafael Leao has been doing for AC Milan, but he's not there yet. You can just see sometimes, he wants him to take on the defender and try and create some space for Giroud, but it doesn't go well. And also